I have Deerhoof here. I'm just going to ask you your name and what your favorite food is currently.
Ed, my favorite food currently is cereal because I had cereal this morning. It was delicious.
I'm Greg. I like olive oil and lemon mixed together.
Just as a drink?
Well, you could. I mean, maybe in real small doses. I'd put it on salad, that kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, I have it plain sometimes. If there's leftover dressing at the end of the salad, then, fingers will sometimes swipe the bottom of small cups in which the lemon and olive oil had been blended.
Was that prose? That was beautiful. Thank you. Welcome back to Maine. So we're at Dam Jam. You doing?
We didn't leave Maine between the Portland show and today, actually.
I meant welcome back to Maine in 2014. Have you been here? Cool. It's great to have you. You guys were killer at Space the other night. Any one word to describe how that show went?
One word?
Killer.
Well, that was the one word?
I'll take it. I'll take it. Everyone is split up right now. Where are you guys currently residing?
I live in Portland, Oregon.
Yeah, I live in Brooklyn.
Beautiful. Cool. And how about some current influences, whether inside or outside of music? Really, you can just say whatever comes to the first thing.
He's thinking. Don't disturb his busy mind while he alphabetizes his lists of all possible influences, musical and unmusical.
Yeah. Maybe the lake we were swimming in yesterday. That's probably my
that's
big...
L. You got to start at the beginning.
We went a lake that we were in yesterday.
That's better.
I love
it. My influence is my favorite record. It's by Eric Dolphy. It features Freddie Hubbard. What was the guy on vibraphone on that one? It's Richard Davis on bass, Tony Williams, the great Tony Williams on drums. It's called Out to Lunch, and I highly recommend it to anyone.
I understand most of you guys in the band have music degrees or have studied music.
Only one. Well,
only one of them?
One has a degree, and the rest and two have studied. Yeah.
Wait, who studied? You take a guitar lesson or something?
I took
Oh, you used to take organ lessons when you were a kid. Yeah. I always forget that wrinkle. That's cool. So Tommy can read music. I mean, in Japanese public school, everyone plays recorder and therefore learns to read music, at least in treble clef. So, although it's not called like C sharp, D, it's a do re mi system, solfeggio. John has no idea about notes and can't read music. And why? What does that? What might that mean to you?
Well, I was curious. Well, yeah, your music I think can be very intellectual. It can be studied, and you released the one tune, the sheet music before Freshborn.
Yeah.
Yep.
In fact, we released a book of sheet music of that whole entire record that Ed and I did. Offend Maggie, and it was piano arrangements. Peter, the promoter from Space Gallery, he just told me a couple hours ago he had a copy. He's one of the few, not too many people, but he actually attempted it and recorded it. Yeah, the sheet music book.
That's awesome. So if this pond or lake, if this was one food right now and you could swim in it, which food would you wish it was?
Ugh.
Come on now.
That's disgusting.
We are gourmets.
I would donate it
adults.
to charity.
That's what food?
Yeah. I would whatever food it was, I would donate it to the needy. Because that's just wasteful. When people are starving, to just dive into it. That's like that's just wrong. Just like, that's horrible.
That's awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Are you poor? Is your label
poor? Sometimes we'll actually take that.
Can you imagine just being starving and just watching footage of me just swimming in a lake full of like mashed potatoes or
Here
something,
come
and
mashed
you're just
potatoes.
like,
I knew the answer was hiding in there somewhere.
you're just like, oh, I'm so hungry, and this jerk is just swimming around in food, and like, yeah, it's horrible.
So outside of music, what inspires you to create and to keep going on the journey?
We did that one already.
Variation.
Influence.
We don't have to do
inspire
that.
different words.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, actually, music rarely inspires us to create. So, I mean, the assumption that music would be the main thing, I think probably music inspires me to stop creating, because if you hear music, then that gives you the feeling that that music is already there. And there's not really as much need as you thought for further music. And so music I consider to be it discourages me from doing music. It encourages me to listen to that music, you know? But other than that would be everything else.
Cool. I'm kind of the same way when I hear certain bands.
What do you play?
I play guitar and I sing. I sing.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Cool. Ever been on MTV?
We did.
Well, we've had
Yeah.
videos play on MTV, you know, at times when they were showing more videos. And then I think that's it. I mean, is that what you mean? We've never played volleyball on a celebrity MTV volleyball tournament or anything like that. So. Oh, this guy's about to do it. He's about to do it. He's about to biff it.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Oh, man. AFV right here.
Yeah, right? AFC. Yeah, we didn't watch MTV. We watch America's Funniest Home Video.
With the idea of the record stores and stuff, how right now everything is a lot of digital download. How important is a physical release still when you come out with an album?
I mean, to who? You know, it's like to me. I mean, I'm curious what you think, but I mean, in my opinion, it never mattered the slightest bit of, oh, he did it. It was the format was the lowest possible interest to me, like, because if I liked the song, I wanted to hear the song. It didn't really matter as much if I heard it on the radio or if it was records or. So, it's funny because I think we've had to learn to become audiophiles. In other words, care a lot about audio because we've always recorded it ourselves, mixed it ourselves, mastered it ourselves, that kind of thing. No budget recording. So, we've taught ourselves to care about audio and not just about songwriting or about playing. But in reality, I don't. It's the format is a very minor consideration for Deerhoof, and it's more about it's more for the consumer,
At this point, with even the minimal equipment that we have, we can make it sound really good. Yep. So it's like, oh, just because we care about it, we might as well make it sound really good too, Like, but yeah, I feel the same way. Like some of my favorite recordings are just, like bootleg style, like cheap tapes that I got, like from like the $2.99 bin when I was a kid that were just like
Dude,
that I never
the $1.99
actually
bin.
Yeah.
That's where
Oh my God,
really.
that's for the poor people. I just like $2.99. That's my lowest. No, and I never ever. Growing up, like, gave a moment's thought to, like, this doesn't sound very good. It's just like, wow, this is a great performance or whatever. Yeah, good song or yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
So not about the quality.
Yeah,
It's all about substance. Like,
Yeah. But thankfully we have both. Whew.
Yeah. Your records sound very good. When you guys woke up today, what food were you?
Food. Well, I mean, human meat is very rarely eaten. I would have to say bear's food, or something. I mean, it's rare that that humans are eaten. There's that the cook, the thief, the wife, and her lover. Remember that movie? Peter Greenaway.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Oh, I just spoiled the ending.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So according to the release calendar with all of your albums, you guys enjoy being in the studio? Do you enjoy the recording process?
I would love to be in a studio. However, we never record in the studio. We record in Ed's basement.
And that was fun.
Fun.
Yeah.
Right. Lots of cooking. Kale chips.
Yeah.
What did we have?
Everything.
We had
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah. Human meat, cereal,
Mashed potatoes.
Olive oil.
olive oil. Yeah. Oh my.
Any cities you guys would like to hit while being at Deerhoof that you haven't toured to yet, or a city that you would like to revisit?
Well, all of them we'd like to revisit.
Yeah.
I mean, we have nothing but good shows, you know. But we have yet. We've just played our first show south of the border in the what do you call it, in the Western Hemisphere. We played Mexico City. This is the first time. It took us 20 years, but we still have yet to go further south than that within South America. That's something we gotta get worked out.
If you could go on stage and instead of playing it,
Eat food.
close.
Eat any food.
Yes. If you could go on, you got it.
Do you not realize that playing the drums takes an incredible amount of physical energy, and if it's just like jogging or lifting weights or something, if you don't want to eat while you're doing it.
No, I didn't finish the question. Instead of playing your instrument, if you could go on stage and eat a food, which food would you eat?
That's what I just said. I would not eat while I was playing.
No,
I'm
don't
too
have
busy.
to play. You don't have to play today. You would
Go
just
up on stage and just eat for the audience.
Yes. What food would you eat instead?
What am I really, really good at eating? Or what could I eat in rhythm?
Yeah.
Like carrot, maybe. Raw carrot.
Yeah.
It has a crunching sound. That's how I usually practice drums. I live in Brooklyn, so I can't set up drums in my apartment. It's, be too noisy. So practice a lot of times it's just with teeth,
Yeah.
And I don't really do that. And so it's more like it's physical, but it's not the same muscles. But mentally you're like visualizing playing the drums, and so it seems to work. I mean, did it work in Portland? Because we had no rehearsal before. We hadn't played in weeks.
You guys were electric.
Then I would eat electric carrots.
It's not a compliment. He's just being literal.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. The amps were plugged in. Yeah.
Any advice on how to keep a trio together?
Well, we're a quartet. We don't have the slightest
Yeah,
idea what.
That sounds. I would just stop. I would just quit. I don't think it's possible. Actually, 3 people. Yeah.
No, he's not. He's not.
You should get him in there, because then it'd be 4 people. And
Yeah,
then
then
I
you'd
think
be
you could
set.
do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Then
So
if
if he
it's
joined-
4 people. Okay,
Right.
if you have 4 people,
We had Steve.
Skype.
Skype.
Yeah, talk to each other.
We
through
can't
Skype.
do that with a trio.
Yeah. Okay. Learn how to record and send each other things, or just tape. Just do something. And yeah, yeah. Did I say 4 people? You need to have four people. Yeah, Skype.
I would say quit complaining about being poor.
Yeah,
Because
that
that's
bothered me
what
when
do
you
you
did
call
that.
it? It's that's just cost of entry. I mean, that's being a band.
Yeah.
Of course you're poor. I mean, nothing Deerhoof did. No tour, no show, no record came out in the black for the first 8 years of the band. So how long you been going?
I've been playing for.
No, this band. I don't mean
2
playing.
years.
Playing, it was you're way more than. Okay. So, according to my calculations, you have. Are you good with calculations?
No,
You
I'm
have
not.
5.5 years. And at that point, if you still have not made a dime from your music, then come back, ask us some advice again, and we'll see. But until then, it's like.
Or we'll just give you a bunch of money, because we have so much. It's crazy. It's
Deerhoof has a lot of
crazy.
money?
So much. Like we said, the band didn't make money for 8 years, but once we did,
Oh my God.
like I think the first check was like, wow. It was like so much money. It was like.
And which album prompted that? Which album release?
Oh, it had nothing to do with with the albums or anything like that.
Coincide with an album time, just so I have the timeline in my head.
No, we did a bunch of ads for Abercrombie and Fitch, and oh my God, it was just millions.
You guys were modeling Abercrombie clothes?
Yeah, that's
Why does he sound so surprised?
Yeah, I mean that was years ago. I kind of like the abs a little bit. The abs are a little bit gone, but at that time, it's pretty good. Yeah.
Awesome.
What do you got? You got more?
Not
We
really.
gotta go play.
Yeah, you guys can go play. Last thing about streaming. Well, with the internet streaming services, Spotify. How do you feel about that? Do you guys feel like it's taking a lot of your money, or do you...
Taking our money? It's not that. It's never that it takes money. It's a question of. I mean, I don't personally have a Spotify account or use it as a listener, but if I understand the, it's not even a controversy. I mean, it's just obvious. It's just the band doesn't make very much on Spotify, and then Spotify will be like, well, but you make this amount, and you make more than you would if you did nothing. You know, that kind of thing. Yep. I mean. There's luckily we are immune. We've figured out the secret formula to be immune to this particular controversy, which is we don't care. Not in it for the money.
Deerhoof doesn't care. Well, thank you very much. Any last words?
Do what?
Last words.
I think
No, I gotta
Go play.